rare early photo of John Lennon and Yoko Ono's first flat together in Marylebone, London, 1960.
With that, welcome to the Bleezy Show. Your boy Bleezy back here again. You know what? I almost am making this video because I feel like I owe Asmongold an apology? Let me explain. Not even a week ago, I had made some comments about Asmongold, who I have watched on Twitch for many years, YouTube occasionally, even. I'm more of a Twitch guy. I've been on Twitch since before it was Twitch. But to get to the point, I made a comment about him, amongst some other things, when he was dealing with this Hassan drama, and he had made some pretty rude, racist remarks toward some other people, you know, that weren't even involved. And listen, I don't hate Asmon, okay? Never have really hated the guy. I don't think we agree on a lot. As a quick background for me, I am, just because Asmon is very politically charged, I just want to say this, is kind of one of those people who's willing to push the envelope just for views. Whoa, 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 I know, breaking news. But that comes with a lot of, if you're going to sit there on your political streams and you are going to attack whole races of people, entire nationalities, and I mean, he said some heinous shit. Even daily, he says heinous shit. And, like, round all these people up, throw homeless people in the dumpster, you know, put them in a box, all these things. You're allowed to believe that. He's pretty good about just riding that line of, like, not calling for violence, but, like, as soon as they deserve even just a slight bit, then just execute, you know? Almost literally, I would think literally for some people with him. So, he knows what the internet is, okay? He knows the internet just as well. If you are going to put all that out there, you best believe some people are going to dish some back. One of the comments I'd made, amongst other comments, was I had thought Asmongold was a virgin. Okay, now look, I don't mean that. If you really are a virgin, alright, who cares? No one cares at all. Okay, I promise you, you're not missing out on much. Especially if it's with terrible people. You might actually, you're probably doing yourself a favor. Yeah, I guarantee you are. If you're avoiding awful people just to, you know, who cares? It's 2026. It's not too hard. Go talk to ladies. Go slide into a DM. They might get no 100 times, but it's just, you know, cast a big enough net. You'll get lucky. Make sure you take care of yourself. And for all those reasons, you know, not taking care of himself, all the image he puts out there, kind of thought Asmon over the years, he's only ever talked about one girl ever, and I don't think I would just be so surprised if he's had been with a girl. And when I made that comment, I was pretty confident in it. Not even a few days later, he starts putting up, it's like he saw me. He saw my video or my clip and was, I didn't even mean it in like a hateful way. It was just kind of, you know, Asmon is a virgin. I was like, you know, Asmon has not had sex before. He might have gotten like a hand job because he dated an OF girl. Maybe he got some head. But there's like no way, right? He didn't have enough money back then. I don't even think he has enough money now. You just have to, and we're talking to someone with almost $1 billion, I would think. All combined, YouTube and Twitch, I would say billion with a B. Getting up there, if not close. And I guess that's just finally the cutoff, where money does matter. And money will absolutely like buy. I don't know. Okay, look, Asmon might have cleaned up his act a little bit. We're talking the Roach King. We're talking, I watched him for many years. Wow, I've had many great times in his chat. Not in the last couple of years, but I still watch him just because he's talking about political stuff. I'm watching him right now. He's always speaking his mind, which I at least respect. That much I can say, for sure. But it seems he's pulled another little baddie. Like another decently attractive girl that you wouldn't think Asmon could pull. And I'm just going to watch this video and react. If I really owe him an apology at the end of it, I'll man up and say it. But I just cannot believe there are people out there.
Like, that's crazy,
Never
guys.
mind. I'll let it play.
That's actually crazy. Really? Like, y'all actually have to add this shit in there. Normally's baffled you left your room. Well, the thing is I didn't, okay? So you can just relax. And, yeah, it's funny. I mean, some of these posts are just so, like, how does something like this happen? I don't even understand.
I think that's funny. That's not even offensive. That's just funny.
Oh, yeah, and then this is what she tweets out.
Turned off sub mode on my Twitch VODs. What is just letting birds out or something?
So it's a person releasing all the cockroaches out of a bag.
Oh,
and she
ew.
says I turned off sub-only mode for my Twitch VODs. I don't know why you would say that. I really, yeah, it's a real fucking mystery, isn't it? So, yeah, what's up, guys? Real fucking funny.
So what's the story
I'll scroll
here?
down and go through some of these. But yeah, look at these other posts, man. Oh my god. 500,000 likes, 1.4 or not likes, impressions, 1.4 million. Like, this is a new one. What is this?
Maybe Asmon's actually just cleaned up his house. Like, maybe he's cleaned up his house. Maybe I don't think he's working out very much. Maybe he's starting to eat a little bit better. You know, maybe this girl will have him taking care of himself more. It could just be a good reason to get out of his little hole in the wall, you know? And look, I don't want to judge too much. We only know Asmon from what he lets us know online, right? He could have like a whole separate house at this point where he goes whenever he's off stream. It could be his next door house. Maybe he owns it and it's like a whole mansion. It's just the internet. But I'm just kind of surprised because no matter what, you can't really fake this, you know? And usually there's a roach crawling down here.
This is not that many. 1.9.
It's just gross, I guess. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is insane.
Tectone, don't fuck it up. Make sure you have his A1 steak sauce and Dr. Pepper ready. Crazy.
Guys, this is crazy. She's a true farmer. How does it feel to finally be the crop? I guess so. The communists are upset. They have to bring up the labor theory of value. Oh no, is this something special? Let me take a look at it. The look on the photo. Well, I didn't even know what to. I didn't like. Usually, I'll have like a, you know, a predefined emote that I'm going to use. Being so afraid to work for your dollar at a point, you go, "Fuck, guys, go." It's just insane. What's really funny about this?
Maybe I should let him explain, but
this is so funny. She's literally making like tons of money off of doing the content that she's doing. Okay, she makes tons of money doing that. She comes from a rich family, so.
Okay. Now that is interesting. So she's OF, I'm guessing? She's an OF girl. I don't know. How else am I supposed to take how he just explained that? That doesn't mean anything. There's plenty of cool OF girls, I guess. But he's saying she's already like well off. She's from a wealthy family and she does OF. So if money isn't the thing, then my brain's stuck then. I mean, I'll be honest. Is it true love, guys? Are they just a match in heaven, or maybe they're just smashing? Maybe they're just smashing. I mean, why would... Why?
This is just in China. This is just, it's not none of it's true.
China.
Right? But it's so funny to see what the best part to me about all of this is that all these people that argue against me and get mad at me, they turn into Andrew Tate and the biggest chuds ever. The moment that you go and put them against anything that they disagree with, man. It's really, really funny for me to see this. Is that a goyim? I think it actually could be a goyim, right? And that's it. And so, yeah, no, seeing this is crazy. 1.9 million views. Oh my god.
I understand why it has... Whoa. I understand why it has that many views. I mean, I'm over here thinking about it too. You can't avoid thinking about it. It's like, is Asmon smashing something? Can you imagine even... I'm straighter than a pencil, okay? I'm straighter than a pencil with, you know, on a highway going straight. But listen, imagine Asmon like putting in some work. You know what I mean? Like, you know, breaking the bed frame. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Something's up. Maybe it's like backward. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, the other one's on the top. I don't know. Because Asmon has said some fruity things. Now
this is crazy.
That would be funny. Then I would start to understand, because at least Asmon's like putting in work.
Yeah, I'm AFK farming
at the
as
gym,
well.
not in the other way. Not in the way I was talking
about. I'm gonna have to kind of like Wake, right? I mean, like, what the fuck? That's his hairline, not mine. All right. Yeah, I can't pull that one off. And I'm not parasocial. It makes me feel happy. Asmon's happy.
I don't think parasocial is the right word. I'm into the drama. I don't care if he responds to it, so I don't think it's parasocial. But I love the drama. I have no problem admitting it.
Is the realest streamer. I mean, this is it. Asmongold washing dishes and smiling. It's so chud over. Okay, I will address this, all right? Is this the chud apocalypse? Is this the end of the year of the chud? Some people are wondering if that's what's happened.
That's funny. I think it's more of like a, no matter what all this is, it's probably more harmful on his viewers, right? Because Asmon's viewers are, and listen, maybe I'm at that point in my life too, but I have had way too much fun in my life to ever feel like that. And I don't even mean that in like a bloaty kind of way or whatever. Like, I'm sure there were plenty of people I went to high school with that got around a lot more. Okay, but to be an Asmon chatter now, all these people down here who are constantly agreeing with all the heinous shit he says, whether he means it or not, now they have to come to terms with, like, even Asmon can hit a girl? Like, what? Even Asmon can?
I will let you know that it absolutely has not, okay? It has not. There's nothing wrong. Everything's totally fine. The chuddening will...
You better hope so, Asmon. I know you. I know you're thinking about your viewers, and you know damn well when girls hang out with guys that they lose viewers. So now, I'm not saying he's going to. He probably won't, because where else are they going to go?
There will be more chud content. We still are going to make fun of women. We're still going to call them foids. We're still going to talk about how they probably... We can't really say that they can't vote, but we can just severely imply it, right? We can't say that. We can never say that. But, everybody does know it's true.
I think he's being sarcastic right there.
And anyway...
He did say it's true right when I paused.
So it's not going to change at all.
He's just kidding. Surely.
And behind you, yeah.
He does, like, constantly say he doesn't think everyone deserves the right to vote. Like, all the time. Even if he doesn't mean it. But it's like, I hope Asmon does realize that if IQ was the reason you lose your right to vote, he's in the bottom percentiles. Like, he's at risk. I'm not saying he's the lowest. He's able to, make $1 billion. So he's definitely not at the lowest base.
Well, is this
kind of close?
And Shebeck Canada? Not yet, no. And does the rainbow shirt actually got you? Is that right? What is this here? And have you heard the game Choppelganger? It's when you have a better looking lookalike. No, I've never heard of that. That's funny. And yeah, that is really funny. Million of chuds on suicide watch. Oh my.
After the king has fallen, her face looks a lot different in that picture than how we just saw her, right? Like a ton different. I mean, she's got boobs, but like,
fucking God.
I don't know.
And so,
first of all, I'm an ass guy for sure, but boobs are kind of just like a cherry on top. The thing is, fake ones, I hope you guys realize, are not the same. Okay, they look good and all, but like when you start to actually, they feel like rocks. They feel hard. You can't like squish them. When a girl jumps, okay, and she's doing jumping jacks, those shits don't even move, bro. It's like a rock. Okay, can't slap that shit and watch it jiggle like an ass. If it's fake. Now if they're real, yeah, okay, all right. Congrats, sorry.
Well, anyway,
congrats.
Some of these posts are just like, people have been going crazy over this. They really are, and we haven't gotten a Chudtober.
I'm not saying they're fake. I don't know the girl. I don't do OF. I don't watch OF.
And imagine risking a roach infestation to farm the most racist and misogynist incels on the internet. The thing.
Okay, so that's a little bit too far too. Like, there's some people who are just deranged. Like, they might just be smashing, guys. Like, maybe they're having a good time.
Thing is that
I'm just having to come to terms with it too. Like, I don't blame you for having to come to terms with it. But this almost sounds like this guy's an incel, and he's like, oh my God, how can Asmon get one and I can't? It's not that hard. Okay, I just really didn't expect it of Asmon. Something about him for a long time kind of threw me off.
You know what I think is really funny about this is that
Like, I almost thought it would
None
never
of
happen.
my viewers
That's
are
why.
like, besides making
why I'm making this
jokes
video.
about like, oh wow, it's like you know, a CCP thing, right? Nobody's saying anything that's weird. It's all of the people that disagree with me that are saying things that are weird. It's them every single time. And I think it's really funny that like after all this time,
I mean, he just made jokes about women not voting, right? Like, come on, that's a little bit too much finger pointing. I think they're both kind
that's
of
the reason, right?
wild.
And did you
Both
watch
sides.
the Doomsday trailer? Didn't you ask that? That's your second time asking that question, isn't it? It is.
Second, oh no.
You're not going to ask this question again, are you? Because I wouldn't want you to put your account at risk. I saw that you've asked the question twice now. You think I can't read every single message and memorize the names and what the messages are? I already have. I saw the first time you typed it.
Just ban them. Don't do it like me. Just ban them. Leave. Just go. Move on. I'd like to let people simmer. You know. I let them. I let them chat. If someone comes into my chat, like even this morning, this guy followed me. This weirdo followed me around and wow, came into my stream. I didn't ban him. Come talk your shit. That's engagement. I don't care now at Asmon's level. Who cares? He should just ban and move on. Not even give it a second thought. I'm pretty quick to just. I can make my brain kind of like snap out of it because if you've been in like really traumatic, physical, like real situations, it's the internet. Okay, there's nothing. You almost like you remember that you have been in that, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. You know, it's like I don't care. Throw at me all you want. This guy was like following me around for minutes, if not an hour. Just following me wow on stream.
And so, yeah, what is this?
Whole time I'm like calling him a bozo.
You're being cute, bro? You really think you're trying to sneak one by, tapping out a little question like that? Fuck that. And so anyway, and
why does he go so hard on? No, he probably deals with a lot of spammers. So
how do you catch everything? Because I worked at the IRS for 2 tax seasons. I could read a tax form like, that's it. That's the way I would do it. And I would do it like that every single day. I would outperform everybody. Honestly, it wasn't even fair. It was not even fair. I was just popping off, going crazy. So that's the reason why.
I'm sure.
And yeah.
Just like you're always talking about how you love graphs, and as a data scientist, I have to sit there and say, yep, I do too. Yep,
I don't know
definitely
really
graphs
what it
are
is.
great.
You call it whatever the hell you want, but that's just really the way my brain works. I can't really tell you anything different.
You're a genius, Asmon.
I gotta fucking blow my nose.
Oh, you do? You genius? Okay. Maybe you can come up with a way to, like, take allergy meds.
Excuse me. All right, we're good now. Sorry about that. Anyway, and so how are you? I'm doing totally fine. You know, yesterday
Get back to the topic,
I stayed
Asmon.
up playing Pal World. I almost have every trait that I need, and we will be doing the hard mode bosses. Not today. Not today. I thought I'd be doing them today. I'm not doing them today. They're hard. They're really, really, really hard. And so it's going to take a bit extra time. Did you watch the Toxic
I might cut
WoW
this even
Guild
out.
video?
I might cut this out of the reaction video.
Wait. The most toxic. I know you linked that in like our chat, right? WoW Guild. Let me see if I can find this. I went undercover to expose the most toxic WoW Guild in World of Warcraft. Okay, so how could he do that if this came out a day ago? Because my guild disbanded almost 10 years ago.
All right, I'm gonna skip this.
Today?
I'm gonna cut that out too.
Days on days, and I guess so. Bad hair day today. I call a bad hair day. I have bad hair days on days that end on Y. So if the day ends on Y, I'm having a bad hair day. So anyway, this is crazy, bro. Like, it's
oh, what the hell?
So
what is it?
Anyway,
a white man can look like a sardine with 3 patches of hair on his scalp, and it's still an. Oh my god.
And this is crazy.
We don't know that they are actually smashing. That's why I said I didn't know, even though he's dated an OF girl before. Some girls are like, you know, they'll do things, but they don't want to do other things. To go all the way with Asmongold is kind of why I'm here. Like, what kind of person would do that? You know, I want to know.
Like, it's actually crazy. Wow, every single person making these weird comments. I never want to hear about how I'm racist ever again in my life. I never.
Okay, hang on. Well, Two things can be true at once, Asmon, just so you know. But I don't think this girl deserves, like, hate. I don't think this girl deserves, let me be very clear. I don't think this girl deserves any harassment or hate or racist anything at all. I think she's probably just a person. And, I'm just gonna play it.
I want to hear it again. Give me 1 second. I've fucking allergies is bad today.
I have allergies too, so I'm not gonna make fun of him for that.
Excuse me. All right. I think that we're all right now. Whoa, man. Sneeko had a lot of things to say about me yesterday.
He's like crying.
I'm sure they were all good. I'm sure he agreed with everything I said and did, right? That's it. And you see the Oxford study and continue calling you that? Maybe. I don't know. And see, you got the taste so hard his cell phone battery exploded. I didn't see that at all. Parasocial erases. It's just funny for me to look at. And might as well get this out of the way. What is this? Can I find it? I'm going to look at this right now and go into it. Claritin's pretty cheap. You know what's even cheaper? Spitting it out into my fucking into my trash can right next to me. I don't even have to think about that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Avengers.
Gross.
Okay. We will watch this. I want to wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer.
Dude,
I'm not really the kind of well, like even in high school, you like get attention from like a girl or something like that. That's what you do in middle school, right? You like trying like bragging. So yeah, no, it is funny for me. Again, like I'm not really the kind of guy to go around and like you really make a lot of content and like, you know, I think like bragging about like I've always said that bragging and like trying to like, hold it over people that like you know have like you like get attention.
Asmon, I already know where you're going with this, but you do this for a living. You literally comment on everyone's everything for a living. That's why I'm here right now on your channel. It's because I can find something to comment on and get the full story. Hey, you do it well. I get the full story. It's usually pretty biased, but like your mind's already completely made up. You already even have the punishments lined up in your head. But, you know, it's still a way to get news and you're entertaining about it. So, but don't tell people how to live their life, my guy. You literally do that way worse than this for a living. And just, I'm here looking to see if you had, you know, with this girl. I'm trying to figure out where it all, how it all went down. Just because, even if you didn't, even if you did, great. Both of those fantastic. Even if you have never been with a woman, even if you have been with one more times than you can count. Okay, great. Good job. I'm just trying to like comprehend it. Like I want to like what happened here? How did this happen? That's what 1.9 million people also want to know, by the way.
In middle school, right?
More than that.
You would do that in middle school. Like, even in high school, it's kind of like, okay, dude, right? And then in college, like, the only guys that do that are, like, you know, the guys that are trying to hook up with, like, every girl in the college, right? Like, everybody else doesn't do that. Kids do that, right? So, like, I don't really do I just think it's funny, right? And I try to make the content, you know, entertaining, etc. And so that's what matters. Oh yeah, the dead roach. Let me see. Where's a knife? And okay, I gotta get myself a knife. And where is it?
Wait, your fridge is very clean.
Yeah, it is. Of course, it's clean.
No, never mind.
No, it's not.
Is that a cockroach head? That's a fucking cockroach head.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Why is it
How
just
did you
a
know
head?
that? How did you know that?
Because there's a little thing on the
pointy.
head.
Yeah, no, you're right. They actually. Oh my god.
One, that is disgusting. Why do you keep it? I think that's how you just kill them, and you're like, you know, you make sure they're dead. But like, ew, bro. And you're really that curious? You can't understand why people want to like watch even this video while they're holding down their lunch, you know, trying to not throw up. You know, I get it. I absolutely understand why people are bewildered. Imagine you are at someone's house, your crush, someone you want to get with, who knows, whether it was high school or not, college or beyond, and they open your fridge, and it's not just a dead cockroach, it's a cockroach head. So that means he snipped it. They don't just like cut their own head off, okay? I don't think. Cockroaches are weird, but he snipped it and then he just what? Threw it in his fridge? How does it end up in the fridge?
Why is it just the head? What is that?
What?
Oh, they cut out the roach snipping part.
Give me a minute.
Is that pineapple?
Yeah.
Why is it green?
Why is it
because
green?
was for the pineapple.
They can't see it.
Ew.
Okay. Oh my god, it's actually. No!
Ew. That actually looks like a full cockroach, though. That would be giant if it was just the head.
Knife.
But also disgusting.
What can I say, bro? What
Ow,
can
that
I
was
say?
loud.
What are you wearing? I put that on. Yeah, it's whatever. And so, sure.
A cockroach head.
Oh my god, man. And that's it.
You know, Asvin also just went off on stream the other day. He was going off on someone who kept calling him cockroach, and he's like, dude, I haven't seen a cockroach in a while. Bro, it's because he's been dead in your fridge, bro.
And what is this
He's
here?
been sitting
How old
rotten
is
in
the
your
calendar?
refrigerator.
Like 5 years old, something like that. And at least your hair doesn't look bad. Yeah, I brushed it with a balloon that day. And so that was it. Oh my god,
That is funny.
bro!
I gotta
Like,
get myself a knife.
this is insane.
And
What is this? Last month, Asmon was spouting about how trans people deserve to die. What? Filipina T-girl, I don't care if you're trans. When have I ever said
I gotta get
this?
myself a knife.
Like, I don't even know where this comes from. Trans people deserve to die? What?
I don't think he's ever said that. I think he just says that a lot of people don't deserve to vote. Like, they should lose their right to vote. I mean, he jokes around all the time about women, you know, not being able to, like, do anything. Tons of different things. You hear me say do anything? It's worse than that, okay?
Don't click.
I don't
it's
want
an
to be
SFW?
specific what he says.
Oh, I can assume that. Oh my god, these hoes really are running wild, aren't they? I never said this. I don't even think that. I don't think this. I don't say this. What the fuck? Just making shit up, man.
And you know that's crazy? Is this person right here, Kiana? They are literally watching someone and still giving them content. And listen, he probably made like fans out of this because there's a lot of people who just will side with the other side just because. I'm sure this person is a great person. I don't know if they are. Who cares? I don't know them. I will never know them. But she's still, or he, what did they say they were? I don't know. They said that Asmon was calling for them to die. And if that is really true, which I don't think it is, then why in the hell would you still be watching them at all? Talking shit about them online?
every day.
That's
You
how
never
they
once
win.
Said that? Yeah,
Like that guy I just talking about earlier. Came to my stream, followed me around, and wow. You just gotta ignore him. Like, it's hard to say, especially in the moment when they're like causing stress, but just remember that life can hand you a lot harder situations, okay, than someone in this person's shoes, someone who it does have an internet following, but is just like making fun of whoever. There's right wingers and left wingers every single day, even on mainstream news, that are calling out things that you and me might agree with on both sides. So it's just
dumb bitch.
Pick your battles.
So anyway, and somehow his recent as React is still somehow harder to watch. Oh my god!
And
Why is it just the head?
Wait, your fridge
Okay.
is...
Jesus
Get
Christ!
myself a knife.
Money doesn't
And
change
what is
everyone,
it?
and that's Asmongold's biggest appeal. Why does Asmongold live in
gotta get
squalor
myself a knife.
despite making millions? So the
I'm still not totally sold that he doesn't have a mansion next door or like down the street. I'm not totally sure that I'm sold that he doesn't have that.
reason why, I will give you the honest to God, genuine reason why. It's because I literally just do not give a fuck. If somebody came in and cleaned everything up, it would probably stay clean. I don't know how that roach head got in there. I have no idea how it got in there. I mean, these things happen, right? And
I don't think that's ever just happened to me. Maybe you guys have a different experience. I've lived in apartments that had roaches, but there's never been a detached, snipped. That means he cut it. I think it looked like a full roach, didn't it? But Maybe those are just huge in Texas. That would have been a fucking massive roach. If that was just the head. Jesus, Texas. But like, dude. Really? Ugh. I'm not totally sold he doesn't just have a house next door.
With optics, yeah, I guess so. No, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, my room here is clean. It's been clean all year, right? And so, like, there's not really. I don't have like a big deal about it. I just don't really even think about it. I mean, my life is my entire everything
What?
that I
Did you
do.
say
Like,
cock?
I don't even really think about where
My
I am.
life is cock? What
I
do you
don't
say?
think about where I am. I don't think about anything else. The only thing that I'm really thinking about is playing video games and streaming. That's it. So everything else besides that in my mind is like a fucking distraction. This is like, oh my God, there's like some stupid thing I have to do, like a car registration or something.
We're going to pause just a moment. It seems I am hitting an internet hiccup. Pause just a moment. Might need to refresh. Might need to refresh. Says we're back on. Says we're good. Dropped a little bit of frames. Still at about an 8-hour stream. Not bad. We still got a while to go. We still got a lot to do tonight. Oh. Okay, I think we're back. Let's see. Let's see if we're back. Yep. Check. Okay, so.
Thing like that. Otherwise, I couldn't give less of a fuck, man. Like, I am locked in to what I enjoy doing.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's a big reason why people like Asmon too. Is that he's kind of very easy to understand. Like anyone can kind of understand him. I don't think you need like an education to know the type of person Asmon, at least, you know, his image. Understand his image. Again, you only know what someone tells you, right? You only know what most of what people think about Asmon, it probably is just made up in their own head, whether it's true or not. Using context clues, I don't blame them. But
I am.
that doesn't mean that is what they are.
Now, and also,
just like when I say, like, I think, you know, or as I make his video, I'm still not totally sold, but it's just wild to me to think that Asmon, you know, is getting around with girls, and it's just one of those things. It's just hard to imagine. I wanted to watch this to kind of wrap my brain around it. It's fantastic, Asmon. Great job. You know, it looks like I'm about to owe you an apology.
Person come in.
We'll
the
see.
Real reason why is because I stream all the time and I'm busy and I'm doing other things and I never even think about it. We recently, I guess I can just say this. I mean, there's no reason I don't think I probably shouldn't say it. Is that Allcraft, you know, the podcast that Rich and I do, we recently brought on a personal assistant to help us organize and plan things. That person is in the process of organizing and getting a cleaning service to come out to my house. They source.
Now, as a Twitch viewer with no life, okay, I will say this. I have heard Asmon many a time try to like defend his house, say it's getting cleaned. All he's got to do is make a phone call. When you've got that much money, you just make a phone call. Okay, find a company online that has great Google reviews. You know, find one that charges you a bit if you need, just so you know it's going to be good. Well, that doesn't mean it's going to be good, but odds are better. But it would be like a one afternoon, not even an afternoon, be a phone call, and then maybe weeks later, whenever he wants it to be, I would say. Give him enough time in advance to get out there. I mean, you hand someone enough money, they'll be out there the next day, I'd say.
People, they found a person, and I owe that person actually a response. Producer, no, that's Jake. Jacob does the producing. This is another person. This is not Jacob. And but yeah, anyways, so this is actually in process, and I had planned to do it before she came to visit, right? Because she did kind of come spontaneously, if you want me to be honest. It was kind of spontaneous. And so yeah, that was it. And Jacob has to drive it.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird mention, even if it's true or whatever. I'm not gonna be too parasocial about that, but that's just
Emily around.
Showed up, okay.
Yeah. He's got to make sure Emily doesn't run somebody over. So he's busy, okay? I want to get back to Rich on recording.
Asmon makes so... I don't know if it's his age or his microphone. I do this occasionally, but man, he makes so many mouth noises. And I think it's because he doesn't have real teeth. All of his teeth are fake, I think, or most of them, I forget. He makes a lot of like saliva mouth noises, and it's kind of just one of the more of those things.
Yeah, we need to get a recording date actually quite soon. Yeah, you're right. And so anyway, it's a Chudpocalypse. Yeah. So that's something that's in process, but that's it. Would it kill him to have someone come in this week? Yeah, I literally, whenever I say I don't care, what I mean by
it doesn't need to be once a week, guy. Pay for a deep cleaning once, and then like once a year. I mean, who cares? Hasman could be fine once a year at clean house. It's not going to kill you as long as you don't have like, mold in your AC vents systems or whatever. Nothing's going to fall on your head. House is standing upward.
I really like have an opinion on one way or another, right? That's literally it. Your house is a prop for the show. A lot of people say that, right? And your mess is your signature, and you're the most normal of all streamers. Never change. People say that, but I cleaned up my room and everything's been the exact same. Nobody's really changed their opinion of me or anything like that.
I think Asmon has a lot of appeal to people because he's not that normal, right? Like people might say it's normal to have like a cockroach hidden in the refrigerator, but I don't think that's normal. I don't think anyone, let me just say the large majority of women that I have met in my life probably wouldn't think that's okay. And maybe it's not like a reason to leave someone, but it's just odd. Anyway, more power to them both. Who cares, man? If they're both happy, we're just out here talking about them.
Care one way or another. This has 500,000 views.
I just kind of wanted to see if this was like a real thing, I guess. Ew.
Jesus, man.
Fucking gross.
Jesus, that is bad. Wow.
Why is that music so loud?
And, yep, there it is, guys.
Did not watch.
Well, to wrap it up. Guys. Asmon, I will just go ahead and say this right off the rip. I was unfamiliar with your game. My apologies. I didn't realize that you were active in the way that you have been. Congrats, that's awesome. Nothing has been proven or disproven from this as a Twitch drama frog. My questions have only grown, actually, I think. But I think as long as they're both happy, who really cares? It's just some drama at the end of the day. I was trying to get a little bit of finalism or a conclusion or some kind of closure. But I think I'm just going to have to assume he has game at this point. I mean, I think just being upfront and honest about everything. He didn't try to say, no, it wasn't a cockroach head. He's pretty quick to say, yeah, it's a cockroach head. He does have a ton of money. Surely that doesn't have anything to do with it. All the more power to you, Asmon. I will refrain from saying that I think that you have not had sex anymore. Because now I'm just really not sure. Okay? I'm 50-50. And I was feeling a lot more like 80-90 to 20-10 in favor of nah. And again, if you are someone who's never had sex or doesn't ever want to, I don't give a who cares. But Asmon is just always so hateful towards so many different people. And I understand it's his image, it's his brand. That's his life. He just wants to hate and hate and hate. And all right, it gets you views, it gets you a lot of money, but people are allowed to talk about you too. So, congrats. Awesome. Congrats to Asmongold. Everyone give him a nice little round of applause. Hopefully it works out good, whether it's just a fling, whether it goes on a while, who cares? Congrats, man. And more importantly, I wasn't familiar with your game, so that's the whole reason I made this video. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Bleezy Show. Your boy Bleezy. I'll be back every single day. We're live on Twitch, YouTube. Got videos coming out. Got game series. We do gaming. Tons of stuff. Drama, reactions. Sometimes just parasocial, like what the hell is going on? Things like this. With no real meaning to it. Just kind of enjoying life day by day. I'm in college. I'm doing a lot of different stuff in my life at the moment. So drop a follow, drop a sub. Come say hi on Twitch, on YouTube. I'll see you there. Much love, everyone. Peace, peace, peace. Congrats, Asmon. Congrats.